Happy Memorial Day, everyone, even though because
Oh
you're not
yeah.
listening because you're not going to work. So it's Tuesday for you, catching up on everything you missed the day before. Jerome Manley said, I was listening to the kayfabe commentaries of 1995 and heard could have had that match in an iron lung story for the first time. Now Sean references it while Nash is coughing. I guess last week I pulled out the Chief J. That's for anyone who didn't see it. I think both you and I think Waltman told those stories on air for kayfabe.
Chief was great, man.
A great
He was a,
story in his book, which I hope to continue working on soon. The market is so weird for wrestling books right now. There was like a flurry, and then everyone panicked, like there's too many out there. So like we're in this holding pattern. He about Chief. He was a very cantankerous cat, right? So I've heard a lot of divergent opinions on Chief. Some people couldn't stand him. Waltman came to love him.
I loved him.
And the story about his real first name. Now, everyone knows him as Joe Scarpa, right? So he says to Waltman, you think you know everything, huh? What's my first name? And he's like, Joe. He's like, nope. So Waltman gets back to the hotel that night or whatever, and he calls Malenko, his trainer. And he comes in the next day, and he's walking by Chief. Everyone's saying, hey, hey, hey. He walks by, he goes, hey, Luke. He walks by, he goes, how'd you know that? How'd you know that? Luke Scarpa, not even Joe.
The thing that kills me, though, is when we used to go to this bar in Cleveland, and it was by all the shitty strip joints, and they played wrestling tapes the whole time we were in there. And, you always hear like Sarge, like Goulet would say, "Oh yeah, that son of a bitch! I went 60 minutes with him over there. That guy, I carry him 60 minutes." You watch the match. Sarge just got the fucking guy in a headlock for 49 minutes. You're like, "Fuck, man." So they put up Chief, man, and Chief went into that fucking, that little dance he used to do, and I'm like, "Who the fuck bought that guy was an Indian?"
Man, he carried that off. He did that whole dance around the ring.
To me, it was one of those deals where I'm saying to myself, like, because, I'm looking at him and, he looks like fucking Walter Klugman's, dad or something. And I'm just thinking, like, this, like, I see, when you watch tapes of Dusty, and he's, like, there's a great clip that's on Instagram of him. And like he gives an Akeem the elbow, and Akeem's dancing and doing his shit around, and and it's just like I'm watching that going, the amount of charisma in that ring,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just like
Because I saw that this week. It must
I
have
might
popped up.
have, because every
When he's
time
doing the elbows, right?
yeah, because
Yeah.
to me, like the greatest change of a character was one man gang going in the alley and coming out of Akeem.
And that's the beauty of wrestling. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to
No.
have logic, as long as the performer commits.
Yes.
The wrestler, I shouldn't say performer, but no, they were performers back. As long as they commit, you could do anything.